first and goal.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
Second and goal.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Being chased out left. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
It's 4th down.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down and goal. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete, I think, a right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Jalen Reagor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like the
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Miles Sanders.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
5-yard pickup.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
A gain of 11.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run in Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Sanders, the ball.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
At the 41-yard
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
41-yard line.
On second down, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Being chased. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. They find some open field here. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Eagles 37, Cowboys 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Got his man there complete to Gallup, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as he